Yo, what's good, family? What's good? What's good? Yo, another pivot point reading. Here we go, right? So I know y'all been feeling these energies. They have been like mad crazy, just bittersweet, right? So we've been getting this flow of energy that has been pushing us along, but at the same time, we've kind of been drifting along. We haven't been, kind of getting blasted forward. It's just been this, ebb and flow. That's what I'm trying to say. It's been this ebb and flow, right? But this ebb and flow has been going on for like 10 years. We have been literally sweeping all of this old karmic expression of ourselves out the door. And now here we are. We have reached like this huge transit where we have finally completed it. We are now able as a conscious collective, not an unconscious collective, but as a conscious collective, we are now able to say, this is how we want to express ourselves moving forward. So, with all that being said, let's get into this pivot point, right? So I got so much stuff to share with y'all. If you find yourself stuck right now, in these current energies, you feel like you can't move forward, then this is what the pivot point reading is for. I'll touch on several things. Like sometimes I will touch on the way the masculine is perceiving it, the way the feminine is perceiving it. Sometimes I may pull cards on it, sometimes I may not. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the current energy right now and basically giving it to you the way it's going to play out, right? The way it's hitting us, I should say. But anyway, um, first things first. The karmic cycle is over. That whole karmic cycle that we used to experience for lifetimes after lifetimes is over. We are receiving back soul energy, soul fractals that we've given up from past lifetimes because we have been living these old karmic cycles, these old stories over and over of who we thought we were, what we thought we had to put up with, everything. It's done. If you walk into those situations again, it is because you have chosen to. It is not because you were persuaded to. It's not because life pushed you that way. This is literally a decision you have made to walk into it because now you are free of the karmic bonds of it. So the karmic cycles are over. Or I should say, that negative or that karmic cycle that seemed to be so negative to us, it's over. It wasn't negative. It was actually positive as far as electricity goes, electrical flow of energy goes. Negativity is really positivity, and positivity is really negativity. In other words, what you think one thing does, the other actually does. One grounds you, the other one propels you forward. So, in other words, we are beings that like our pleasure. We like comfortability, right? We like being comfortable. We don't like it too hot, too cold. We like being very comfortable. Well, when you're in situations where things are too hot, you want to get out of there. You want to get cool. You want to try to adjust your situation. And in this way, this is what karma kind of does for us. It allows us to access our spiritual memory and live it out. So we are creators. We're co-creators of this whole reality, right? So when we have a karmic expression that we must live out, it plays out through the spiritual or through the memory, through the spiritual memory, the subconscious, the things that we may not even know is going on. This is propelling us in life to kind of end up in situations that we end up in, and we wonder how we end up there, right? Well, that was the karmic wheel. It was turning. Now, the karmic wheel has turned to the point where we can get off of it. We'll have a whole new karmic expression moving forward. So, karma can be good or bad. It is all in the way that you perceive it. So, for example, if the spiritual memory of yourself, say you were meant to be famous, right? You want to be famous, and in this life, you want to be famous in this life, I should say. And you're trying with everything you got. It's like, I know I'm supposed to be, singing on stage in front of millions of people. It's like now you're realizing that that may not be true. That may have been a past life that you have lived. You used to be famous in that past life, and now the spiritual memory of it has come into this life, and now you're seeking to accomplish something that you've already accomplished. That old karma is passing away, or has passed away. Sorry. We've transited past it. Now we are able to write our new story. We're able to now tell karma what we want because we've passed the test. We have literally went through the old frequencies, the lower frequencies, and we've let them go. We sifted through our attic, so to speak. And now we know what we're keeping and what we're not keeping. We know what serves us and what don't serve us. So that's why I say, if you walk into a situation that you feel is karmic at this point, it is because you willingly chose to, or you choose to. And at any point you choose not to, you don't have to anymore because the cycle is over. Be bold, be confident. The cycle is over. You're leaving your old story. I mean, I'm just so excited because, like, I was resting. I was in my rest, and it's like, man, I rose up and I'm like, wow. It was, I think it was around 1:45 this a.m. I rose up, because I don't say I woke up, because I've been woke up, right? I don't awake, I rise. So when I rose this morning, I'm going, wow, it's 1:45. I can't go to sleep. You know, I'm wired. I'm like full of energy. And the deal was that it was that the portal, I was feeling all of that energy, that 222 portal. I'm feeling all of this energy, the new beginning of it, right? That timeline starting over, that 10 energy, like literally propelling us forward. And I was like, wow, this is the new energy. This is that new energetic expression. It was like, even when I was trying to put it into words, because I was feeling it, you know, a little bit about 2 or 3 weeks ago, when we started through the 2-2 portal, like, yo, this energy here was just like, bam. And I'm like, wow, I feel all of this, for lack of a better word, energy, right? And I'm knowing now that I can fulfill my vision of myself. I now do not have to live by the same rules that I lived by before. Those rules that governed my life are now old. I came in with a specific contract. I have fulfilled that contract. That's the beauty of this lifetime. Because we are here to do specific jobs. We have missions that we are here to do. And now that the mass awakening is occurring, it has been occurring, but it is occurring because there's still more of us that need to wake up, so that they are meant to help us walk into mission. But when they wake up, man, we're going to be propelling forward like fast, even faster than now. And I know most of y'all probably feel that time has sped up, right? Time was going slow for a while, but now time is sped up. Things are just happening like this. So the cycle has now caught on, so to speak. So now the windows of heaven are open. The portals are open. The portals of how do I say this? These are portals of consciousness that open up, that allow us to access the higher dimensions. Dimensions are the dividing of men. So if you have a lower dimension, it is a lower man. Higher dimensions are higher men. So we men, we hominoids, or I shouldn't say hominoids, us men, we live on different dimensions. So I don't want to go too far into that, but just feel what I'm saying. The higher dimensions for which you are coded to, you are now able to access and home in this frequency, this vibration. So now is the time to let the old version of yourself go, to let that old expression go, and see who you truly are, know who you truly are, and run toward it. Get to that beautiful expression of who you are, because now you can actually live it out. You, as we enter, as the sun enters Pisces right now, we're able to now go inward and do the inward work and cut out all of the outside hoopla, all of that outside talk, all that jibber jabber. We can cut it out now because we can see the real from the fake. We know the true from the false. And if we don't, it's like dividing itself. The truth is dividing itself from the false. And you might as well get ready for that for the next year, year and a half. As we start this new year, as the spring comes in and we start the new year, as spring bursts forward, we're bursting forward. We're on the timeline now. We're on the timeline with the earth, because this is daughter earth. It's Mother Earth to some beings here. I don't mean no shade, no disrespect. Some beings here, this is Mother Earth. She mothers you. To other beings here, this is daughter Earth. She is the daughter that's being raised back up into her holy family, into her whole family. I'm sorry, not holy, to her whole family, to complete it. Because all of the universes, guess what? They're time matrices. They're time matrices. That's what the universes are. They're uniting verses of time. They are uniting verses of time, the universes. So anyway, don't mean to get sidetracked, but man, where's I at? So in this karmic cycle, in the letting go of this karmic cycle, how can we take advantage of it? That's where I want to start at. How can we take advantage of it, or go next with this? You can take advantage of this by being bold, taking the action. I think I already mentioned that, but be bold, be confident, take the action. Realize that you're going to leave many behind, because as your frequency rises, their frequency don't. You become a match for what you magnetically resonate to. You become a match for it. So if you're living in the higher frequencies and they're not, it's going to become so evident, because the separation is going to occur. And if you do not separate yourself from them, it won't matter. Like, the divine ain't playing no more. That's it. That's it. The true mother and father have come together within and created union within us. So you're being separated. It's like a parent that comes in and goes, no, you ain't dating them. That's what I said. And the father goes out and, sees the young man on the porch and goes, hey, you got to leave here, bro. She ain't coming out. He realizes pretty quick, I'm not going to be able to date her. He might try to talk to her at school or wherever they meet up at. She like, nah, no, my mom and dad don't play that. We're not dating. That's where we at right now. Like, the universe ain't playing. Source ain't playing. It's time now for us to make our division, to cut it out, get up out of here. Go and walk into our new timelines, into our new destinies, to literally embody the energy that we know we are. Now that's where we're at. And if we don't, it's the universe just going to cut it off. It's going to cut it out for us, like a parent, like I said. So it's divine protection. It's not divine rejection, it's divine protection. It's actually separating you from the things that are holding you down, because you don't have the power or energy to do it. No shade, it just is what it is. So for us to be who we have to be, things have to get moving. And now time has started moving again. So, sorry, I go off on my little things. I got to make sure I stay focused. Okay, so you have fulfilled your contracts. You have fulfilled your contracts. That was the other thing I really wanted to say. I wrote some things down, but before I get to those, I wanted to make sure that I really, really hit on these points. You have fulfilled all of your obligations, your relationship obligations, the inside energy that you have given to toxic relationships, to toxic thoughts, and energies, those contracts are over. You do not have to feed that cycle anymore. That is a willing choice now. So you've learned your lessons, you've raised your frequency, you've let go of everything that don't serve you for the past 10 years. Should be 8 to 10 years. I don't care how old you are. If you're at least 10, 12 years old, man, you've been getting rid of like toxic energy from past lives. And any that you've incurred in this life, you've been dumping. Why? Because now you're about to walk into the new expression of yourself. You are the new earth. You are. So as you come in and you bring this new earth into being, this new creation that's now holding a fifth dimensional frequency within, access to it, code turned on for it, because we're rebuilding this crystalline structure. We're rebuilding these light bodies. We're recoding them by anchoring it in. Now we're able to walk into that vision of ourselves. You probably thought it was too late to be that person you wanted to be, but in all actuality, you were just being prepared to be able to walk it out according to your true biological expression, according to who you truly came here to be, not who you were born to be. See, what you were born within can make you a certain person, can give you a certain outlook on life. But see, that could also differ from what you came to be, what you came to express, what you came to do. And now that energy is here to allow you to be the best version of you. And if you've done the work, oh my God, you about to like put on the new you. The world's about to be surprised because they never seen nothing like you yet. So, like I said, that cycle is over. Be strong, be confident, know who you are, know why you are, and know why you get to express yourself the way you get to express yourself. Why do you have so much energy? Why do you have so much ancestral right to stand tall and proud and be you? Why? Because you have went through the karmic cycle and you came out on the other side good. You came out on the other side shining. You did it. You overcame you. The biggest enemy. You overcame it. Because you are your own worst critic. You are your own worst enemy. Ain't nobody else worse than you. And you overcame you. Because now you know, for lack of a better word to say it again, it is you inside the temple that is existing. It is not the temple that is existing without you. So you are the one of value. And now that old karmic expression that made you feel less than, it ain't even equal to you no more. It's gone. So now what do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to express? Because you have the chance to do it now. That's the most beautiful thing about us going through this whole transit, is that now we can be the solution to our own problems. It's go time. Step in the mission. Like I said, pivot point. Hopefully this helped you get off of that point that you're pivoting on. You try to make a decision. A pivot point is a decision point. It's a point. It's actually a point of, it's actually a conscious marker of time. Because time is us making conscious markers in our mind or in our mental field. That is time. So make a conscious mark right now in your mind field, in your mental field, to say, it's the new me. I'm in a new cycle. I'm in a new expression of myself. And though I know it takes time, I'm not saying this happens overnight, because we have to let things go. We live in time. We live in time. And this time is subjugated by people. and it can be subjugated by our consciousness. So it takes time to let things go, to receive things. Everybody knows it's common sense. We live in a microwave generation where you can get things super fast. You can go get food really fast, just pull through, get it, go. But is that really food? Is that really something that's feeding you? Or is it just something for the moment to make you feel good? Grabbing a bag of chips and a soda, is that really food and something to drink? See, that's where we at now. We know the difference between what food is and what poison is. Ain't no junk food. It's either food or it's poison. That's what your body thinks. That's what the temple thinks. It's either food or it's poison. So, like I said, I want to keep y'all digress a little bit, but hey, in this energy right now, make sure you guys stay focused on the inner self, on the inner work, the inner alchemy that you've already been doing, but now just shore it up. Just make sure that you let those things go, that the toxic energies that once, spoke to you in your ear and you obeyed them. Make sure those are gone. Make sure that there's no more of that within you. And you all good. You ready to start moving forward into this new energy. All right, guys. Y'all live in bliss. I love y'all, fam. Peace.